Oh, what is going on, everybody? My name is Japes. Welcome back to another episode. We picked up another Jesse Rodriguez, this time 750 coins. Absolute bargain, absolute steal. But and Big Sammy Kadir, 1,000 coins. What a difference he makes in the midfield. Oh my goodness. If you guys are looking to pick up any coins, though, head on over to justfifacoins.com. You can use the code JAPES to get yourself a 5% discount. So we actually have 7,217 coins after winning the title. That is pretty freaking sweet. And our team is actually pretty decent. But to get into that next, tier of players, I was like, do I save? Where do I go? We're closing in on almost where some of the junkier informs can kind of be. And we have some players that are worth a few coins now as well. So when their contracts run out, then if I sell those on, we might be in business to do some damage. But we're heading on into a match. Going with my favorite front three at the moment. Griezmann, James, and Mr. Bruma. And you guys know, Bruma, this guy's name is my boy Blue. Bruma is my boy. He is lightning in a bottle. He is all sorts of problematic. If you guys are on a fitness team and need a sub bench player or whatever, you come up a team with Ronaldo, Suarez, and Bale up front, just toss Bruma in there. He'll get the job done for you. But this guy obviously had a very, very nice 4-3-3 squad. He's got some team of the season stuff at the back as well, rounding it out quite nicely. Bruma picks up possession right here. Free turn there, and just a lovely first-time through ball from Correa. 45th minute, and the Griezmann just skips on by. We did see for Griezmann in some of the images that have been released from FIFA 16, he is set as a striker this year, which is pretty darn awesome. He is going to be all sorts of expensive at the beginning, which is kind of brutal. It's been nice being able to pick him up as a left wing, but these things happen. 48th minute now, 49th minute, just after halftime. This guy makes a bit of a mistake, and it is Griezmann getting some free space, and he just dives in here. He's trying too hard to get it back, and the change of pace is just strong enough. Bruma, Rodriguez, Thiago, and that pass right there. Some of you guys might call it sweaty, but for me, that pass truly puts a smile on my face, because it's one of those passes, if I were to watch that on a Saturday and see that, I'd be like, oh, you beauty, that awareness to go that direction there. It was just perfect. So those are goals that I feel like you might see on a weekend or, whatever, and they're nice. Not to mention, though, I can drop some skill moves from time to time. Thiago doing a little bit of work, finds Jesse Rodriguez. He clanks off the post. His finishing can be a bit debatable, and some of you guys have commented on that as well. They were like, your finishing with him seems to be pretty good, but my finishing, and to be fair, I've created a lot of chances with this team. So for the most part, you get to see goals, but there are plenty of chances that have gone missing where it's just like, oh my goodness, what was that all about? That was a great little through ball, though, or a little LBY pass to Griezmann, finding him open at the far post with a nice little bit of separation and just a wonderful finesse shot with the right foot there. I can't score finesse shots, guys. I can't do it. I don't know what happened right there, if he passed it in his own goal or what, but it's one of those things for me. I think in maybe 100 finesse shot attempts, I've scored one of them. I'm just not great at it. He decides he's had enough. Pink Taco's given us our first win in Division, what are we, Division 6 now? So we're closing in. We're going to get to Division 1. Mark my words. And it's just going to be a matter of what kind of team do we have when we get there, because we're going to need some good players to come up against, that team that we just played was a very expensive and very good team, but in the hands of a good player, we would have been in for a bit rougher of a time. Now, I have to go out and find some new players. We go up and pick up another version of Bruma because he's super cheap. I'm going to put him up for a buy now, 800, 850. He'll undoubtedly sell. Pick up Moya pretty cheaply as well. Unfortunately, he doesn't have many contracts on him, so he's not going to spend much time at the club. Sakara, I'm just filling out players in positions where I just want somebody cheap. I don't want to spend a lot of coins, and I just need them to kind of play the games. Sakara is actually okay. He's a little bit stronger than you would think he is, and for the most part, he gets the job done. Not my favorite player to play with, though. Coming up against Search God, and his chemistry was all sorts of all over the place. It was just a weird, it's like he went out and he bought his favorite players, and he was like, this is my ultimate team. I'm putting them all on the pitch. And unfortunately, FIFA doesn't quite work that way, where they just get the perfect chemistry, and you can shove whoever you want on the pitch at the right time, but a little bit of a mistake there, passing inside too late from Bruma, but going back out wide. Nice bit of combo play. But goes to Gio dos Santos, who's going to skip free and play a lovely pass. Correa he just whiffs it. They're just bodies dropping. And, of course, it had to be Mr. Antoine Griezmann, the one that finds the opportunity to get a scrappy goal for us pretty early on in this game. And I just thought this like sequence, it was one of those where you kind of roll your eyes and you're like, FIFA, please. 33rd minute, he makes a bit of a mistake right here. Bruma way too quick to allow that pass for free. And his weaker, I think he still has 4-star weak foot. But that's a nice little left-footed finish. And I've talked about this before. His finishing, not exceptional, but definitely good enough. And he's one of those guys, tell me if you've used him in the comment. Please tell me you've used him. Some of you guys have gone and tried him out. Give me your thoughts on him. And especially if you're using him as a right wing in the false nine, nice bit of kind of tiki-taka-esque stuff here. Nice little passing sequence going near post. Gio dos Santos, 3-0, 63rd minute. He's already scored his first goal for LA. He's scored plenty of them for us as this series has progressed as well. So he's definitely been a good signing. The price was right when we got him as well. It's been a big deal. Nice bit of work here from Bruno. Gonna spin, and then oh, he just gets ruined right there in the near post. Going to smash that one by the keeper. Make it 4-0, 90th minute. Very convincing victory in the end. This guy actually, though, was a decent player. Some of the goals just came from his players being on low chemistry and kind of getting lost on the field. If he'd had a proper chemistry team, I imagine that would have been a very difficult game. You can see I almost scored that chip there. There were 0 chips in this episode. I'm going to have to make sure to change that for the upcoming ones. But anyways, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in as we progress in this series. We're going to have 2 wins now in Division 6 and progressing nicely. But I've got a big player in mind that for those of you guys that tune into my stream, you'll know who I'm talking about. I think he's just one of the best, if not the best midfielders to have in your team for a 4-3-3 formation. And I'm close coin-wise to being able to sign him. Thiago out of contract, so we're going to see, we bought him 350 open bid. Going to put 700 buy now, and he's going to sell for that. It's a very easy way to make coins at the moment. And the gold player open bid versus buy now is something that's been around for forever. It's a staple of making coins early in my book, and we're trying to use it to take full advantage. Anyways, guys, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. My name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.